On the air
live
now.
button. Oh, there we go.
We're on.
Well, let's start this. Hello, sports fans. Welcome to another edition of VetsPlusSports.com. This is your host, Terrell Cool Beans Davis, along with my co-host, Mr. James Miller.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing tonight? Hope y'all doing well. And I promise you, I'm gonna try to fire for Cool Beans, and he's messing this all up.
I know, right?
But I mean, last two, he's been on a roll, but then the last two, it's just I don't know what happened.
I know. Well, I found out I had that program open. That's why it was Premiere, Adobe Premiere open, and it was eating up a lot of my RAM. So I was going slow, and everything was not working.
All right. Well, we'll let Beans do a shout out to our listeners. He said we had some new areas and some new people which joined in.
Oh
So I'll let
yes,
him do a
that was
shout out.
new for me. I just noticed that we got Chi-Town is one of the new cities. Thank y'all for listening. We got London, we got Frankfurt, Germany, Paris, France. There was one in Australia. I'm gonna get y'all next week because I can't pronounce the city. I need to learn the pronunciation first, and then I'll try it. But here's the thing: the program we use, the radio thing, because this is one I want to do. Because Springfield showed up, but they got a lot of Springfield. They got Springfield, Illinois. They got I don't know where Springfield is. It just says Springfield.
Like him. Yeah, there's a lot of Springfield.
Homer Simpson is listening to us.
Well,
we thank y'all for listening.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Well, let's see what it says right here, right now. Let's see. Here we go. All right, you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
There's roughly in the United States between 33 to 34 Springfields in the United States.
Wow. I thought there was only 4. So I'm really off.
That's according to AI. So, but anyway, you know, you got to watch AI. Sometimes it's not correct.
This is true.
So, all right, we'll get into stuff. I'll tell you what, I'll jump right into some MLB, some baseball, since we
oh yeah, because that's
season started Wednesday night. Yep, it's already started.
Oh, it started already.
Yeah. So I'll run down some scores real fast from baseball from the day. Right now, you had the Royals beat the Braves 4-1. Playing right now on the top of the 6 out in Seattle. You got the Guardians and the Mariners. Mariners are up 6-0. And the rest of these should be some finals here. Orioles over the Twins 8-6. Rangers over the Phillies 8-3. Blue Jays over the Athletics 5-2. And you got the Reds over the Red Sox 3-2. Marlins over the Rockies 4-3. Pirates over the Mets 4-3. Astros over the Angels 9-7. Brewers over the White Sox 9-7, and the Rays beat the Cardinals 11-7, and the Nationals over the Cubs 6-3. And since we're just like 3 days into it, I think we are, ain't we?
Yeah, because it was 25th it started.
Yeah. So, all right, just 3 games into it. In the East, you got in the American League, you got Toronto and the Yankees are both 3-0. Baltimore 2-1, and then the Rays and Red Sox are both 1-2. In the Central, Detroit and Cleveland are 2-1. Why? White Sox are 0-3. Kansas City and Minnesota 1-2. Out west, Texas 2-1. The Anaheim Los Angeles Angels 2-2. Houston's 2-2. National League in the East, you got Miami 3-0, the Mets, Washington and Atlanta 2-1, and then Phillies at 1-2. At the bottom of the East, and then in Central, Milwaukee 3-0, St. Louis 2-1, Cincinnati's 2-1, Pitt and Pittsburgh and Chicago are both 1-2. Out west, the Dodgers are 3-0, which they should be, and then San Diego is 1-2. Now remember this: last year, okay, this was a pretty strong division starting out.
Hmm.
Right now, it's Dodgers 3-0, San Diego 1-2, and then you got Arizona, Colorado, and San Francisco 0-3.
Yeah, I'm on three teams. They starting off wrong. Yeah, I don't know if they can
Yep.
catch up. They down to
But
it's only 159 games left.
what y'all gonna do? But that can swing. That can swing pretty fast, and
But
that
that
season's long.
division was pretty strong. Well, even though the Lakers they you still dominated it, but looks like they might be going for a three-peat this year. But yeah,
And then let's move right along, since we won't hit too much. I would say this with the baseball there. One of West Virginia Mountaineers players, Wetworth, he came up his debut this year with the Cardinals. His first at bat, he's a leadoff guy. His first at bat, he hit a
Mhm.
home run
Okay.
Thursday night. Friday, then I think it's Friday night, maybe Saturday. He scored the game-winning run to win the game. So he's starting out pretty good. Like to see local guys do pretty well,
Yeah.
because we don't get a lot of guys going to professional sports around here. So that's something I'd like to keep an eye on. All right, let's go some hockey. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do some hockey.
Because they ain't too far from playoffs.
Yep.
All right, you got two games going on right now. In the third period, you got the Blackhawks playing the Devils. They're tied at 2-2 with 11 minutes left in the third period. And then 13 minutes left in the third period. You got the Stars and the Flyers. They're knotted up at 1-1. So we could have two games going to overtime right there. Here's some finals. You had the Panthers over and the Rangers. Rangers beat the Panthers 3-1. Lightning over the Predators 3-2. Canadians over the Hurricanes 3-1. You had the Bruins over the Blue Jackets 4-3 in a shootout. Um, Going back to the standings, and let's just do this here. I'm gonna go straight to the wild card. There's no need to go down through the whole thing because it just breaks it down anyway.
Right.
All right. Eastern Conference in the Atlantic, you've got Tampa Bay, Buffalo, and Montreal as your top three leaders in the Atlantic and the Eastern Conference. And really, this is how close and tight this is, really. Tampa Bay is 46-21-6. Buffalo is 45-21-8. And then Montreal 42-21-10. So all three's got 21
Yeah.
losses.
Yeah. That's pretty tight.
And then the Metropolitan, you got Carolina 46-21-6. You've got New York Islanders 42-27-5. And Pittsburgh 36-21-16. In the wild
I'm shooting
card,
for New York. I want New York to make it.
I'm glad to see Pittsburgh, the Penguins back up in there. They ain't been up there for a while. I don't remember
That is
last year,
true.
but all right. In the wild card, you got your Boston Bruins. Got the first wild card spot, and the second one is CBJ. Um, so both of those got Boston's 42-24-8, and then man, I said that last time. CBJ. I can't remember who that is. Canadian. No, British. No, I don't know. Anyway, well, I'm getting ready to find out for you. I'm getting ready. Columbus Blue Jackets. That's what it is. Columbus Blue Jackets.
Mm.
So I'm
Right next door, Columbus, Ohio.
so that's your two. Right now, that's your two wild card spots. You got Ottawa. They're right behind them at 38-25-10. And Detroit not too far behind, 39-26-8. And like I said, I don't know. Their schedule should be about wrapping up. So Friday the 10th. They probably got about 2 weeks left. That's right. We're not quite in April yet, so about 3 weeks
Yeah.
left. I keep thinking them we're in April. I don't know why. Working this night shift, it's got me all
Yeah,
just
it has me messed up too.
all right. Since we're going, we'll just move right along and do some basketball. We'll go to since it's March Madness, we'll go ahead and get into some men's basketball tournament. How's your brackets doing? Mine was doing good until Duke choked. I was going to win mine, and in the group I'm in, I was going to win it. All Duke had to do was win today, go to the finals, win the championship, and then I would have won. But no, Duke had to go and choke. Duke lost tonight, 73-72 to UConn. So, and then the earlier game today, you had Michigan all over Tennessee, 95-62. So, um, scores from yesterday. There, and I've got to watch a little bit of these playoff these tournament games compared to what the regular season.
Right.
You had Arizona over Purdue 79-64. You had Illinois over Iowa 71-59. Friday night you had Duke beating St. John's 80-75. Michigan over Alabama 90-77. UConn barely beat Michigan State 67-63. And then Tennessee beat Iowa. Number 6 Tennessee beat Iowa State 76-62, which in my bracket I had Tennessee going there, and I had Tennessee losing to Michigan today, which had happened. I tell you what, now I think one of the hottest shooting teams I've ever seen since I've been watching March Madness was Alabama this year. Now they lost to Michigan 90-77. They started
Yeah.
out that game shooting hot, and then they got cold. But they had like 7 guys, man. They would light up the three. It didn't matter who it was, and they was just tearing it up all through tournament time. And then, but you got that old saying: you live by the three, you die by the
Talk
three.
about the three. Exactly.
So, and that's they kind of like ran out of gas. Um, and then Thursday night you had Arizona over Arkansas 109-88. You had Purdue over Texas 79-77, and that was a surprise team, number 11 seed Texas. Getting to the Sweet 16, they did a
Mm-hmm.
run. You had Illinois over number 2 Houston 65-55, which I had that in my bracket. I had Illinois beating them. And then Nebraska and Iowa played, and I didn't have neither one of them there. Um, Iowa beat Nebraska 77-71, which I
Ouch.
had Nebraska there, but I forgot who else I had there. But now, what we got going on now, you got the Final Four, um, which is coming up Saturday. You got Illinois playing UConn, and you've got Michigan playing Arizona. That both of them, I think, are going to be good games. Michigan and Arizona is going to be a really
Mm-hmm.
excellent game. Um, and I
I
think
think
Illinois and
Michigan gonna
UConn.
win that one though. Now it's
I
like,
don't know. We'll
yeah,
see. Arizona's got they got some big
honestly, I
dudes.
didn't think Arizona would go as far as they would because they are a Big 12 team, but I thought they was gonna get put out.
I picked them to win one of my brackets. I had Arizona winning it in one of my brackets. I
Okay.
had Duke in the other one. I had Duke. Actually, I had I think Duke. Man, who was they playing? I think I had Duke playing Arizona in one, and Duke winning, and then Arizona was playing Florida in the other one, and I had Arizona winning. But that bracket ain't doing too well. And then the winner of that will play in the championship on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? They haven't. I don't know. Nah. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. What's going on here? I was going to say, there's no way they're going to play that on Wednesday.
I wouldn't think they would play it on Wednesday.
All right, Monday. Monday. So it's Saturday and then Monday. I was going to say it was always on a Monday. But I'm working off a phone, so that's the reason why it's all doing what it's doing. And then let's go to the women's. We'll go to the women's bracket. Um, last weekend. West Virginia. I think I mentioned it. They got knocked out. No,
Yeah,
because it
it
was
was
after
after
our
our show.
podcast.
We didn't talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, because they got knocked out on Monday. They was in a ball game. They sold both of those games out, the Saturday game and then the Monday game.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Kentucky on Monday in Morgantown by 1 point. And at one time, the Lady Mountaineers were down by 14, I think it was. But hey, they look good, and I think they should be all right going into next year. But let me get some scores here on this. All right, today you had some scores. You had number one UConn beat Notre Dame 70-52. You had number one UCLA beat number three Duke 70-58. Um, Yesterday's games, you had number one Texas beating Kentucky 76-54. That's the game West Virginia would have been in if they beat Kentucky. South Carolina all over Oklahoma 94-68. Michigan over Louisville 71-52, and then TCU over Virginia 79-69. That was Saturday's game. And then Friday's game, you had number one UConn over North Carolina 63-42. UCLA over Minnesota 80-56. Notre Dame beat Vanderbilt 67-64, and then Duke barely beat LSU 87-85. That was Friday. Um, let's see here. Now games on tomorrow. Number one Texas. This is the final. Let's see. Is this the final four? This is the Elite Eight. Finishing up the Elite Eight. Number one Texas is playing number two Michigan. Number one South Carolina is playing number three TCU. So there should be two good games. That's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Um, in the women's bracket, I got UConn winning it all, but we'll see what happens. Which, all right. Let's see here. You got anything in women's NBA?
No, because in fact, I spent earlier today just like they are playing this to the T. They want to. I don't know what they're keeping secret because the expansion draft is this upcoming Friday. So I went and I looked at teams' rosters to see who's cored and who's not going to be there next year, and nobody has posted. I don't know who's cored, who's keeping who's. Well, it does tell like some of them are free agents, so you would figure that if they're a free agent, like all right, let's go with the Fever because we always talk about the Fever. Next year on the Fever, Lexi Hull is she's a restricted free agent. But Sophie Cunningham's an unrestricted free agent, and so is Kelsey Mitchell. So I'm thinking, this is just me. This is my personal opinion. If I'm the owner of the team, the coach of the team, I'm not going to core them. The reason being is I can core. Let's say I cored Sophie Cunningham. She's an unrestricted free agent. All right. So she doesn't get picked up on the expansion draft, but yet I say, okay, this is how much money we're giving you, and she still don't. She still signs with somebody else. I've wasted a core pick, so
Mm.
I wouldn't pick anybody that's a restricted free agent. Even though I like Sophie Cunningham, I would rather say if on the Fever, I would rather see Sophie Cunningham stay instead of Kelsey Mitchell. So I mean that's just my opinion. I think
I keep
Kelsey
Mitchell.
had
I keep Mitchell. Let Cunningham go.
no.
Yeah, yeah. Cunningham didn't do
Kelsey's good.
much
Kelsey
scoring.
just had some games last year that I was like, why are you even on there? Go sit down. Why are you even in the game? Because she had some games she'd be like 2 for
What,
25 or
wasn't
something.
she? Wasn't she the leading scorer of the team though?
Yeah, she was. Because
So I mean,
she takes the most shots than
Caitlin Clark
everybody.
was out. She was out the whole season. Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, pretty
So
much. Yeah.
so
Caitlin only
somebody had it.
played 13
Somebody.
out of 44 games. Ooh, and I got to do a correction. I found out they're only playing 50 games this year. They're going to go up to 52 in the CBA, but this year it's only 50 games. So it's six more games instead of the eight that I said. But
But see, with Caitlin out, you had to have somebody score points, so she just
yeah,
started taking the shots, and I mean, all right, we got some NBA going on right now. Your
yeah, I'm
Knicks,
watching. That's why I keep looking at my phone. My Knicks is playing the
your
Thunder.
you there's still a long way to go in that. It's in the third quarter, 5 minutes
Yeah,
left. Knicks are down 63-68. Your Knicks are
but
up
I'm
and down.
shocked. I'm happy with that. They're not getting blown out, or they still look like they're in it. I'm sure they might screw up later on and lose the game, but right
And
now
then
I have hope.
you got in the fourth quarter, you got the Rockets all over the Pelicans 128-99 with about just
Ooh,
under 2 minutes left in that. And at 10 o'clock, be tipping it off in Denver. You got the Warriors and the Nuggets. Here's some finals. Clippers over the Bucks 127-113. Pacers over the Heat 135-118. The Nets over the Kings 116-99. The Celtics over the Hornets 114-99. The Raptors, you ready for this? 139-87 over the Magic.
wow.
That's like a butt whooping. And then Trailblazers over the Wizards 123-88. Now, hey, the Magic's ain't the Magic. We'll get ready to find that ain't a bad team. They're in the, if I'm not mistaken, they're in the
Yeah, I thought they were
playoffs.
like 6 or 8. They're in,
Um, let's see,
they're not tanking.
Houston.
They at least
They're
be in the
eight.
play in.
Yeah, they're in the eighth spot right now. So man, they got their butt whooped. But all right, here's what we got right now going on. Okay, in the East, nobody can contend to get in the play in. So the four that are there are there. You'll be some flip flopping around. Who's going to be the 8, 9, and 10 seed? So right now, from 7 to 10, you got number 7 spot is Philly. Number 8 is Orlando. Number 9 is Miami, and then Charlotte at number 10. The rest of them are out. So your teams are pretty much set. Who's going to be in there? It's just going to see where the seating and everything else goes.
Right.
Now, how many games they play? They play 82, don't they?
82, yeah. They
So
shouldn't have that many because last time we talked, they had down to like 10.
8 games.
So
Eight
this should be
games.
about,
Well, Detroit's 54-20. That's 74 games.
yeah.
So
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 yeah, it's eight.
Detroit's about 8. Yeah, about 8, depending on how many they've played. You got Detroit at number 1. You got Boston number 2. Your Knicks are at number 3. Um, that could change a little bit between you and Cleveland, depending. And then Toronto at 5, and then Atlanta at 6. Out west, you've got the same scenario. All the teams are in the playoffs that are going to be in. Um, the four playing teams. Phoenix at number 7, 8. The 8 seed is the Clippers. Number 9 is Portland, and number 10 is um, Golden State.
You want to hear some news about Golden State? I don't know if this is true or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I got it from, no, I got it from Twitter, so it may not be true. It's the only place I found it. But Curry's talking about, and I can actually see this is actually being true. It sounds true to me. He's talking about some next year. He's not coming back to Golden State.
I doubt that. That's fake news. He will retire there. He could have left years ago, but now he'll hang it up there in Golden State. Fake news. I just calling it now.
Yeah.
All right, here's your top ones in the West. You've got the OKC at number 1. They got a 2-game lead on San Antonio. The Lakers are at the 3 spot. The 3 spot. What in the world? The Lakers. Denver at 4, Minnesota at 5, and Houston is at 6. So there's 8 games left. And we'll see what happens here in the last 8-game stretch. As far as Actually, as far as the seating, where the seating is going to go, is pretty much is it
Yeah.
because everything else is pretty much set. You got those that are in. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, let's see. But Luca got suspended one
Who
game.
he did? What he do?
I think it's Luca. Yeah, he got his 16th technical.
Uh,
I didn't know he got that many technicals.
I didn't either.
But
So Luca is the Draymond for the Lakers. Those
maybe
are Draymond Green technicals.
maybe LeBron's wearing off on him or something. Let's see here. Yeah, that's about all the news. McBride's coming back for you all. So yeah, it's about. Yeah, he said he was coming back, so he's playing. That's a West Virginia guy.
Yeah, he is.
I guess that's about it as far as that basketball goes. Where we at? Florida.
Oh no, it's not. I forgot. I don't know if this would be cruel or they were talking about it today and I watched it on YouTube and it's not really her fault, but it's kind of her fault. And if she didn't cause so many problems, you would have to feel sorry for her. But all right, just let me know. Just to let you know, I'm talking about Angel Reese. They was dogging her out today on what you call it. She's supposed to have this huge fan base, and it's like they did. I don't know what city it was. I should have paid attention. I know they said the city, but I don't remember. They did this
Chicago.
Barbie. I know. I think it
Nah,
might have been in Chicago, but I don't
I
know.
just threw that out there. I just threw that out there.
But they did this Barbie celebration and everything, and she's supposed to be basketball Barbie, so they invited her to their. They had about 15 people show up to the event. It was empty. I was like, if you was an Angel Reese fan or you wanted the Reese's Pieces, you should have been there to show your support. And it was just like they was tearing it up. But in fairness, I'm gonna say this in fairness, even if I was a Caitlin, they could be in Beckley, and it was like it could have been Caitlin Clark, and what they said was going on, I wouldn't have showed up either. They said it was $250 a person for a ticket to get in.
That's why they didn't get nobody.
That's why, yeah, exactly. That's like, especially if you were Chicago, because the Chicago Sky was doing so bad, they were selling the nosebleed tickets for $4. That's what they was doing last year. They were selling them for $4, and that was the
That
bad part.
sounds
They selling tickets for $4 and still couldn't fill the stadium.
that sounds like the Carolina Panthers about 3 years ago when they were selling the tickets for 50 cents to 80 cents to try to get people in the stadium. They still couldn't.
Yeah, but it was one of those like if you used to paying $4 to see Angel Reese, nah, you ain't coming off 250. I'm sorry. So that's my only defense I gonna put in there for her because everybody they was dogging her out bad on online. And I was like, when I found out it was $250 a ticket, I was like, I wasn't going either.
Nah, not at all. All right, moving right along to some football. Oh, I'm in some college right now. Right now, this is the early AP top 25 right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they got as of right now. Number one's going to be Indiana, of course. Number two is Miami. Number three is Ole Miss. Number four is Oregon. Number five's Ohio State. Number six is Georgia. Number seven is Texas Tech. Number eight, Texas A&M. Texas team's right close. Number nine, Alabama. Number 10, Notre Dame. Number 11, BYU. Number 12, Texas. Three Texas teams up there. Number 13, OU, Oklahoma. Number 14, Utah. I don't see Utah staying up there this year. Number
Yeah.
15 is Vandy. 16 is UVA, the Cavaliers. Number 17 is Iowa. 18 Tulane, 19 James Madison, number 20 USC, number 21 Michigan, number 22 Houston, number 23 Navy, and 24 UNT, and then 25 TCU.
Okay, there's several teams I see when you was going through that got no business in there. First of all, James Madison and Tulane, the way they got whooped in it when they got to the college playoffs, let them earn their way in there. They don't deserve to already be
Nah,
there.
nah.
And you know why you got three Texas teams up there in the top? They must watch our show. And the reason why I say they watch that show, what did I say about all that stuff? I hate Florida schools because Florida schools is always ranking Miami, Florida State, and Florida University. So I said, oh, he's from Texas. Let's go ahead and do that with his Texas schools. So people will hate those schools.
So that's a rundown of the college part. Here in about a month, well, a little less than a month, we're going to have the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we're going to do a live segment again, ain't we?
Yeah.
With that, like we did last year.
Yeah, just like we did last year, except for speaking of which, I wanted to because this happened to do it's I got mixed emotions about this whole thing because it's like it's one of our guys, but not our guy. All right, you remember when Neil Brown was up at West Virginia,
Yeah.
his final year at West Virginia? He had Josiah Trotter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now uh, Trotter he
Went to
left.
Mizzou. He went to Mizzou.
Mizzou. Guess what Jerry Jones is trying to do?
He going to draft him.
He wants to draft. I was like, don't you know how much him and his daddy talk about Cowboys? What are you doing?
Because Jerry Jones, actually, it's a smart move, by Jerry Jones. Because he's a good player.
He is a good player, but I don't. How can he be a good player for a team he hates?
Money
The whole
talks.
time,
Money
no,
talks. Money talks.
yeah,
Money
money talks,
talks.
but I'd be sitting there talking about something wanting to be every game traded, traded, traded. Can't wait to get traded.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Hey, man, there ain't a whole lot going on. Ain't no whole lot going on in the NFL, really. So we're just waiting. Oh, you got that football league going on, ain't it?
That's football.
Is it football? Yeah. Yeah, it started. You know that other league? That other league they got? You got the Orlando Storm and Columbus
You talking about the
Aviators.
is it the X? What is it? The X, not
It's
X,
not an X.
USFL.
There's a game on right now. It's a halftime, 6-9. Columbia and Orlando.
USFL. I forgot about them.
Columbus and Orlando. I forgot about that starting. So, all right, I guess that's about as far as. There ain't much more going on right now.
Not
And then
not the
let me check something real fast, real quick.
cool beans.
I'm trying to see if nah, he still ain't. Three kills still ain't been picked up.
Oh, Tariq ain't been picked up yet.
No,
Oh, Diggs. I read today that Stephon Diggs is thinking about retiring after 11 years in the NFL. He's just gonna hang it up.
I would. That dude fell off the earth fast.
Yeah, but actually, he would be going out on top. He did at least make it to the Super Bowl. He didn't win, but he at least made it to the Super Bowl. Ooh, we got some housekeeping to do on as far as NFL. It's just been slipping my mind. We had some past people, some stars like these will go from. I meant to do it last week, like because Mean Joe Green died. Um, they had a
Oh yeah.
guy. I forgot who he was. He played for West Virginia U. He died not too long ago.
Oh, Deshaun Butler,
Yeah,
basketball. He was only 38.
yeah,
That's shocking. I don't know what happened. It said a tragedy.
yeah.
So
It,
yeah,
it
he
was.
passed. Chuck Norris passed.
Yep.
And you know what? I did not know this, and I don't know how this got by me because this person passed back in February, and we didn't even mention it. Um, a well-known person, but he's not sports. But Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Yes, Yep.
I didn't know he had passed. I seen something come up, and I looked, and I was like, "Holy cow!" I said, "How? I mean, how come I didn't see that or know about that?" But
Yeah.
I think that was back in February.
Yeah. Right around the end of February that happened.
But yeah, there's been a bunch of passings going on here lately and everything else. But I think the shocker was Deshaun Butler for
Yeah, because his
um,
age.
not Butler, Jay Sean. Yeah, it was Butler. Yeah,
Hmm.
he was 38. So, but yeah, there's lot's been going on, passing and stuff like that. All right, I guess this will be a short episode, Beans.
Yeah, this one about where's the taker about 36 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be right at 40 minutes after we get done with everything here.
Hmm.
Um, you got anything else?
I got nothing else other than like we all put in a honoring those fallen players. Like our military show is doing pretty good on the radio thing. I gotta get the like I said, I'm slacking. Last week I was trying to do it to get the video one so we could put on here on X on YouTube. But I was like, we don't have enough pictures. And remember, I said, yeah, I'm gonna go this week and take pictures of. We ain't take no pictures. I
And
admit.
I didn't send you no pictures either.
Yeah, I don't have. It's like my military time was pre-digital. I have none of that stuff uploaded.
Well, I had the disposable cameras.
Yeah, I had those too. Yeah.
That's what I had. So I've got pictures, but they're not to the quality of the stuff today.
Exactly. Yeah, I hear you.
So yeah, but yeah, I'll get them over to you so you can get that. You can get a party uploaded on our page too, or whatever. However,
Yeah. It's gonna put it on the Facebook page, the YouTube, and right here on X.
we need to do another episode like that. I think another audio or whatever.
Cool beans.
Yeah, we try to figure out, do an update, what's going on and everything.
Mm-hmm. Because
But
like I said, that audio show was getting a lot of hits. The when we did the military show, that's when people from like what I said, we got Paris. That one, it's Australia. I cannot. I left off Sydney. I can pronounce Sydney, Australia, but it's something like I don't know if the X is silent, like it's Suez Inlet, or I don't know how that's pronounced. So I want to know if that the X is silent, but
mhm.
I don't know much about that town.
Yeah,
We had
we'll get
Frankfurt, Germany too.
that one. Hopefully, maybe. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to do one this week, but we'll try if we can, because
Okay.
it could start get hairy. Because I seen where it supposedly, you know we had one of our bases hit in Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
and supposedly Russia was behind that,
Yeah.
giving
Russia gave
in
them the
yeah
intel.
intel, yeah. So that could be bad for
I
Putin.
honestly believe that because you know how it goes from in their past. If you see out in the past when they shot off missiles and everything, and they were just
Hmm.
like they pretty much landing everywhere. Now they're being direct hits and stuff. we lost an AWAC plane today, $500 million plane, the one with the big old radar on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it today.
Well, they hit that one base. They hit three of our fuel tankers that fuels the
The
airplanes
plane, yeah,
in the sky. Well, since we just were on this subject a little bit, we got some time. Um, you know, me talking about news media, and you know how I hate the news media,
right.
the mainstream news media,
Hmm.
because we're media, but
We're
we're
actually now part of
yeah.
that group.
Well, I'm talking about the mainstream news media, because they twist and spin stuff, and a lot of times I think they're so quick to get information out there, no matter if it's right or wrong.
Yeah, it's to
And
make the story. It's like so they can make money off of it. It's just like oh, for, just like what I did with one, but I did my disclaimer. Like I don't know if it's true or not, but I could have started off. Guess what? Stephen Curry not gonna be there next year.
but I've been seeing, with that app I got that updates from the Middle East.
Mm,
It's been saying for like the last week or two, okay, that Iran's about done and everything else. They're down over 90% of their missile capability is done. But guess what? They're still firing.
yeah.
They haven't stopped. It's slowed down, but hasn't stopped.
Well, see,
So,
there's also the one they're not referring to is some of those drones that they're still firing.
I forgot
Russia
about the drones.
Russia sent some over there.
Well, you know
Some of
where
their
Russia got
drones.
them. You know where Russia got them from, don't you?
Yeah, they got them from that. That
Iran.
exactly. Here's the thing. They did one of them dirty moves that we used to do when we was kids. All right. I sell you for something for $5. I shouldn't have sold it to you, but I need it back, and you sell it to me for $8.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. So I keep forgetting. See how stuff's changed with technology and stuff. You got the drones that's doing the bombing now. So the
Hmm.
missile launchers are probably pretty done, but except for the drones and everything else. So I keep forgetting about that. Which I think we hit one of those facilities there in Iran that was making those drones.
Hmm.
I think we took one of those out. We took one
Yeah,
of
we
those
did.
facilities out, and
We
we took
also
out
took a couple of mine factories.
shits.
I watched this video on how those mines work because we just think about it like a mine is just like something floating in the water, and then you just both hit it and it blow
They're
up.
underwater, ain't they?
Yeah, they sit on the ocean floor and they're dormant. They don't make a sound. They just lay there, and it's just a little sensor. When they hear a propeller, and they can tell the size of the hole, it has a magnetic thing that registers the size of the hole. Then
Mm-hmm.
it goes off. It's a rocket that fires out of it. It hits the bottom of the boat in about 2 seconds. It's like there's no defense against it. Because once you find, because it's dormant the whole time before
Uh-huh.
it fires. And once it fires, you're hit in 2 seconds. There's no defense against it. I was watching, I was like, wow, I didn't know those mines are. I'm
Well,
thinking like it's like a little thing floating in the water, big
yeah.
old.
Well, I knew they had some stuff that float underneath the water. They did that back in like World War II and one. It
Yeah,
floated underneath
they
the
still
water.
do have those floating things. Those are left over from like World War II and
But now, to
stuff.
me,
So they
even with
still
that,
use those, but
even
those are
even
not as effective as, like I said, them little dormant ones that sit on the
yeah.
bottom of the floor and they just shoot off when you go over.
Well, to me, you would think, all right, they would have something to detect that in the bottom because it's metal. If you got something, say if you flying with the technology you have with drones, fly drones over that area, it could detect something down there. Which I mean, you're gonna get all kinds of stuff, right? Shipwrecks and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's probably gonna take, but you would think they'd have something, and which they probably do, and they ain't letting nobody
Yeah,
know. The stuff that we got is, you know, they ain't letting nobody know what they got. So, but yeah, we'll get on do another audio on that here shortly and everything else because yeah, I think Putin may have messed up.
I
he,
know.
he may have messed up. So we'll see what's going
Yeah,
on
because
and
they went
everything
from
else.
like barely hitting anything and missing all this other stuff to now they're getting direct hits. It's like
It's got to be because of the drones. I think it ain't. See, well, here's the thing, on which I don't know how their rocket system works, because ours, we can dial in and hit directly wherever we
Yeah,
go. We
right.
got
Because we put in the coordinates, GPS
coordinates.
coordinates, and
I
everything.
don't know. I don't know if they put in GPS coordinates or not, or if they just fire from them rockets, all them rocket launchers that they have,
They drive the truck up. They point it east. No,
and they
point it
shoot
west and fire.
fire. That's what they do. So it ain't like direct like ours. But they destroyed almost all of those. Those were been taken out. Which I seen one video, and I think I talked about it. We may have talked about it on there. I don't know. I seen one where they took out. They had like 5 trucks they took out, 5 launchers, because they was all parked together like this,
Hmm.
different. I'm like, and one bomb took them all out. I'm like, y'all stupid. You spread that stuff out.
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
military strategy. You don't put them all together. So we just saved a bunch of money taking one bomb, wiping out 5 or 6. But anyway, you got anything else? And
I got nothing.
all right, well, y'all have a good night. Oh well, like we always do. If you're thinking about harming and hurting yourself, dial 988. Uh, dial 1. That's the Veteran Crisis Line. It's 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. Give that number a call. Dial 1. They'll get you in contact with the service that you need and resources you need, and that's the National Crisis Hotline as well.
Yes, it is.
Um,
Keep an eye
so,
on your battle buddies.
yeah, keep an eye on each other. Make sure everybody's doing good. Any change of behavior, try to talk to them, get them help they need.
Yep.
Also, go to your local VA medical center. You go to the ER if you got one. It's near you. It's got the ER. They have somebody on staff 24/7. They can call and get you the contact that you need.
Yep.
Anything else, Beans?
I got nothing.
Well, y'all have a good night. Stay safe. And, well, I got something to mention to you. I think if we can, maybe do our live Saturday night with Sunday being Easter.
Oh yeah, I forgot Easter's coming up. Yeah, yeah, good call.
Yeah, so we'll do Saturday night at 9 instead of Sunday.
There you go. Good call. I did
All
forget
right.
about that.
I just remembered it. All right. Well, y'all have a good night. Stay safe, and we'll see you Saturday night.
All righty.